Hey guys, it's Elise here from TGG Gaming. I just got top 8 in my remote duel invitational qualifier pod. I think it was Group D. I went undefeated in Swiss, but then in top cut immediately I lost. It was luckily to someone that I know, and I would actually be very happy if they were to go to the invitational, so I'm not too disappointed. The deck was super insane. The deck I played was Prank Kid Rocks. I don't know, it sounds really weird in concept, but I got convinced into it, and it just performed really well. I want to do my shoutouts first really quick because they're really important. First shoutout goes to Jibril, the one who even made me play the deck in the first place, gave me the list, gave me ideas. He's the real GOAT in this. He's very nice. Thank you very much, Jib. Shout out to Cody for also convincing me to play the deck. I guess I have to shout him out, whatever. Shout out to TGG Gaming. I know it's the profile for their channel, but they still helped me get all the cards I needed because I got this deck earlier this week because they randomly got it in, and I was able to get it all and just get everything else I needed. And they're just an amazing locals. You should check them out if you haven't yet. If you live in Minnesota, we're also trying to run remote duels every Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Our Discord link is going to be on the Facebook page, so you can go check that out. We'll try and run them. Just remind us, and we'll be able to get them. Then shout out to Kyle, who usually lends me all my cards. I always forget to shout him out somehow, but he's like one of the best goats on the planet. He makes it so I can play this game. I really appreciate him. And shout out to Lang as well, the one who's filming it. He always helps me get cards too, and just gives me good ideas and testing and whatnot. So anyways, let's just get into the list. I think that's enough. Played 3 Analyzer, 3 Researcher, and 3 Seeker. These are mandatory. You have to play them. Yeah, no objections. And then for the Prank Kid engine, we play 3 Roxys, and then 1 of each of the other ones. The reason why Roxys is so good in this deck is it's a rock. But like, if you reveal it off of one of your minors, you can do like a kind of cool combo and end on the ability to like Battle Butler them. And even if you like side out the Battle Butler engine, you still have a really good extender that gets you up to like a Link 2 plus a level 4, which just 1 card on its own plus a free draw to fix your hand. Like, I don't know, I think that's kind of cool. And like, these come in handy for time as well. I never went into time, so it wasn't really an issue, but I don't know, I think there's a lot of good things about these cards. And the Kokimaru engine, Guardian and Supplier, these cards are simply insane. You have to play them. I like them a lot. Only played 2 Doki. There just wasn't as much room for it, especially now that you have to like have another normal summon through like Roxy's or one of the minors. It's not as important as it could be, but this card is still like insane. A lot of people don't have the hand traps to like immediately stop it, or you'll have follow-up to make it so you still play even if they stop it, so it's really nice. And then I play 2 Parallel Exceed, because if you open with this and Roxy's, you essentially get to make a Granite afterwards and still go off and get into your Adamancipator engine. So this card's really nice. I kind of wish we could have played 3, but it was just hard to get the room for it. It was just really hard to justify it. And then for the only hand trap in the main deck, I played 3 Ash. It was either between Ash, Nib, or Gamma, but again, with how goated Ash was the last time I used it, I really wanted something that was versatile, especially since it was like a small tournament environment. I didn't expect to need to worry too much about, let's say, like the other combo decks or whatever. I knew control was going to be big enough, so Ash just felt like the most versatile, and it once again was goated. I love this card. It was very nice. And that's it for the monsters. For spells, played 3 Sign. You need to play it in this version since you don't have Block Dragon. You just need the free recursion. The stack doesn't come up every single time, but like just having an easy way to reborn is really nice. 3 Droplet and 3 TTT. We play the power spells. These cards are in theory really good. Because of the amount of control I played against, the Droplet wasn't as amazing, but I think you still need it because there's going to be enough of every single combo deck that like you need to put those down. And then Talents, I think this card's just insane. I do kind of want to change my list a little bit to make sure the Talents is more powerful, because as you've seen so far, I don't really have enough other extenders to capitalize on this as well as I would have liked to, but we're going to try and figure that out later, what would be best. And then for the other random one-ofs, Pandemonium, Reborn, and Upstart. This is really nice for playing under Droplet, because like they have to Droplet right away to get rid of like your other negates on board, and then you can just use this afterwards and just clear their board twice, and these cards are just nuts. 39 cards is apparently good. Then we'll go to the extra deck. So the extra deck, one Meow Meow, you only need one, and it's, you know, your combo piece. Also, this card is a rock, so it has a lot of interactions with like the rest of your cards, which is really nice. One Doodle, it's what you use to search the place, and it's also just the next best link to go into. And it's also a Wind, which is really nice for Raptide if like you decide to cut the other Prank Kid cards. And then the one Battle Butler, I actually never summoned this card once today. I just never was in the situation where I needed it, but I think this card's super insane, and having the option to go into it is really nice. So that's it for the Prank Kid cards. One All Mirage, just in case the Doki gets stopped, a lot of the time since you have Supplier, you can still have plays afterwards. So I think this card is nice to have access to. Needle Fiber, this card really isn't as needed in this deck, but it's still there to like climb in case you need to. It's just, you kind of need it, but you kind of don't. IP Masquerena, it's a lot of the time your end board, so it's nice to have. And then one Unicorn, I didn't have room for Phoenix, but I didn't really miss it so much. But this card, you literally probably use it in every game because of this card, Access Code. That card, yeah, obviously it's going to be in this deck. And then Appaloosa, this card is also nuts, carries a bit. That's it for the links. And then Herald, you make it so easily, it's still an insane card this format. Raptite, a lot of the time you leave this up now because the DD Crow effect is so relevant. And it just gives you follow-up for the next turn, so I think this card's insane. Dragite, you have the room, you can play it, helps you get back in the game. The Savage, it's not your end-all be-all, but you'll try to go to this if you can, but it's Savage, it's kind of nice. And then for XYZs, we play Granite and Dweller. Dweller's insane this format. Granite, it's really easy to get into, so you might as well play it. And for the side deck, 3 Droll, you have to. Drytron's a threat. 3 Nib, especially because you're playing a rock deck, you can afford to play Nib, and just it helps so much against a virtual matchup, and there's against the other random combo decks. I think it's really nice to have. Fun fact, every time I got nibbed this weekend, or today, it's not a weekend, every time I got nibbed, I still comboed through it, and I was still able to win. So like, I mean, this card's still insane, but like, it's apparently not good against other rock cards. And then 3 Gamma and Driver, you just want the power cards. There's no other hand traps that are really like insane enough, so it's whatever. And then Duster, 3 Storm, and Reboot. Yeah, there's not much more to say about these cards, but yeah, that is it for the deck profile. Actually, we can show one very quick, easy combo right now, just to show you how the Prank Kid cards work. So we just need one random card, and then we need Roxy's. I'll grab the other Prank Kid cards anyway, since we'll need them. So you can just normal summon the Roxy's, link it off into the Meow Meow Roxy's effect to banish your random card, and then you just draw a new card. And then you get to summon Fansies from deck. The Fansies is really important unless you open another color. You link these two into your, where is it? Your Doodle-Doo. Doodle-Doo and Fansies trigger. Fansies sends a random color. I usually summon the Dropsies, and then the Dodo will add the Pandemonium to your hand. And then you can Dodo add back these two, and you have your Battle Butler loaded, and then you'll have like 4 other cards in your hand, so it's very easy to still play and have all your combos. And since like this is a rock, or if you draw Parallel Exceed, you still play really easily, and you should still have plays afterwards. So that's just a quick basic combo, but otherwise, that'll be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. We're gonna make a lot of tweaks to this rock deck. I don't know how we're gonna do it yet, but we have a lot of stuff to go over, and yeah, hopefully I'll be able to give you guys the updated version when one of us do well with it again. But until next time, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.